I started again learning English 5 weeks ago because I wasn't satisfied with my level of English. I made simple mistakes. I felt stuck. I had enough of how I've spoken and understood in English. I decided to change it. I laid out activities and I prepared needed resources. This process is gonna last 200 hours. The goal is to help me to get used to English better because I feel like I'm too tired. I was completely exhausted when I was listening to English. It was so tough for me. I wanna take up actions to transform this skill. I will show you my things that I was doing for recent 5 weeks, mindset shifts, subjective conclusions, and my ultimate goal. So let's discuss methods that I use. I gotta say that I was mainly focused on writing essays. I dedicated the most of time to these activities. I was just writing essays. I paraphrased articles when it meant for me copywriting. I changed article. I wrote my own words, basically. Sometimes I should have added my opinions, but I forgot to do it, basically. When it comes to speaking, I was answering for conversational questions. I got feedback with AI. Then I upgraded my statement that I was saying because I saw a lot of mistakes, small mistakes that could be made, and it could be hidden errors. Second thing, it was self-talk about anything and could answer for random questions that ChatGPT could generate. Let's go to input. I consumed 2 types of content. Then long form videos with speed 1.5, basically. I checked sometimes vocabulary. I read books. That's all when it comes to it. Another method is grammar. I had prepared about 15 lessons and I'm gonna do it 2 times. I did 6 grammatical lessons or 7, I don't know. And the last method is creating flashcards in uneven vocabulary. That's it. Because I wanted to increase my passive and active vocabulary. It was my target. When it comes to data, I learned 38.5 hours for 5 weeks. Then it is about 66 minutes on average. I guess it is a pretty nice score when it comes to this. I had not too much time to do it. I am fine with this. I would like to share with you one of the most important lessons that I learned recently, because this mindset shift can help you in your life. Progress is a reward for a journey. So when you are learning any language, if you enjoy routine, it gets easy to complete tasks that should be done. The goal isn't to learn any language, what you wanna, but the purpose of learning a language is to become a better person, is to become smarter, is to develop your brain, nothing more, nothing less. I have 3 conclusions after this 35 days. First conclusion is I convinced myself to write essays. Sometimes I hated writing essays because I acknowledged it as boring. I was tired of doing this. I wasn't convinced because I felt like it didn't get results. But what happened? I noticed that it wasn't the truth because actually, when I stopped doing this in the past, my progress wasn't so fast like it could be earlier. So here is a difference, but I feel like I can use more words in a better context and it's easier to acquire, it's easier to memorize because you can use in practice. And I feel like writing essays could find a sense of solace when I was going through tough things in my life. Next point. Language learning gives an opportunity to reflect on issues with a different perspective, what leads to looking at problem more objectively. You are not biased with your opinion. It's easier to see a root cause. I've noticed that myself that when I was reflecting on problems in English, it helps a lot because you can attach yourself from it. It's easier. And third conclusion, I should have planned my learning before. When I was doing everything what I wanted, basically, I needed to plan actions and it cost me a lot of my resources. I was forced by myself. I tested it out. Unfortunately, it didn't work my way, but I feel like I need to have some plan because I cannot function differently. When it comes to my progress, I'm feeling slightly better in English because I don't feel rusty. I can speak faster than ever. I can process information better, quicker. I can expect from these hours it should be enough for my needs when it comes to my skills in English, but still I will have to learn how to convey my thoughts more clearly. But this essay is gonna help me. When it comes to writing, I noticed that I can convey my message more precisely, more directly. I don't lose a core message. I don't feel misunderstood as many times as it could be. I am still working on it, but unfortunately, I could make a lot of mistakes because I had no idea how to do things that I've prepared for myself. Because here there were two struggles the most when it was in copywriting, that paraphrasing essays didn't turn out to be as good as it seemed. The main problem was I didn't get the point what I was supposed to do. Here is the problem. The most important mistakes was a lack of structuring. I didn't follow my rules I set up. I should do something else. Unfortunately, with doing the same things when you don't know what you lay out, it's hard to follow the steps because you are unaware of these things. But when I was unaware of these things, it could be harder. Finally, I would like to say something about learning and when someone is gonna to make progress, The most useful method that you can use are writing essays, answering conversational questions when it comes to speaking. I do recommend reading books with an audiobook because it's my favorite resource, honestly. When it comes to consuming content with it, it helps a lot because you can process with listening and you can see it, so you can use more than one senses. But the last thing remains when my final time will get of English. So target is to learn English for 200 hours. Now I did 38 hours, 0.5. There is 161.5 hours left. So it is a good time, but I feel like I can end it quicker. It's gonna take 4 or 5 months yet, probably. Maybe I can do it earlier, but I guess 2 incoming months can be tough, but I feel like I will be able to maintain 1 hour per day. It should be fine. I can maintain this frequency of learning. I am glad, and see you to the next guys video. Bye bye.